Hello everyone and welcome to another day of Lucario Crobat. We're starting off with a game pretty quickly against a purely psychic deck, so we might be in a huge deal of trouble here if it's something like WoW-fed Crobat. Our Lucario will be going down pretty easily in that case, and Hawlucha will be pretty useless. We have 3 energy cards in our hand, which we will have to discard with Sycamore. So, well, seeing a Robosub means Gengar EX. There it is. So at least Hawlucha will have some use. Now my opponent is off to a pretty explosive start. He's already played one stadium and he discarded another one. So that's good for us. That's good news, definitely. A top deck a level ball. I'm gonna get Zubat. I'm gonna attach. I think I will attach this and attach the muscle band here because this guy will probably be important to ensure I can KO WoW-fed or things like that. Get 2 more of these guys. And I'm gonna pass here. Not much else I can do. I will retreat for this guy though. Not benching Lucario. No need to put a Lysander target for my opponent just yet. And the lucky helmet. Whenever I attack him, he draws 2 cards. My opponent goes straight off for another Sycamore. He's using hammers, and as I'm sure you all realize by now, I completely, absolutely despise all flipping cards. I really, really do. Now, I will put Crobat on here. Next turn I can KO it with Crobat if I do draw it, which I can potentially. I would love to use Swoop Across though, but I'm at risk of getting KO'd by Gengar here. Now I'm gonna attach the other muscle band here, why not? And there's no special energy for my opponent. I reckon Professor's Letter is the best thing here, and I will start powering up a Lucario. Or should I? Should I just attach to Hawlucha? Yeah, I think that's better. There's only 2 fighting energy left in the deck. So that's obviously not great since I discarded 2 of them. I will attach here, and I will pass for now. Next turn I can Ultra Ball for the Crobat, put damage on this Gengar. There's a DCE, and I can take a KO on this WoW-fed too. And I'm not really at risk of this WoW-fed doing too much because of he hasn't played a Psychic Energy yet. I'm not going to get a Lucario, not Psychic Energy, Mystery Energy, sorry. I will get an Ultra Ball. I will discard the Birch and the Lucario, get a Crobat, and I kind of want to just let WoW-fed up there, actually. Gonna attach to Crobat because I hope to counter Stadium this soon. Now I can take a KO and give my opponent 2 cards, or I can do more damage to Gengar. Gonna pick damage to Gengar because the most he can do is 10, or if he attaches and retreats, then I'll be okay with that. Gets the switch. So yeah. There's my fighting stadium. I will Sycamore here. I will put 20 more damage on Gengar. And next turn I can I can Lysander and take a KO with this Hawlucha, so that makes me pretty happy. Now, Wofed active means I probably won't get a chance to use Shaman too often. I'm tempted to just discard it because these two supporters could be very useful. Yeah, I'm gonna discard both Shaman for a Zubat here. And I'm gonna pass the turn. If he gets a Stadium and gets a KO, that's fine. This Hawlucha is not too relevant right now. But if it doesn't, I can retreat and Lysander KO this Gengar, which will be pretty huge. In an ideal scenario, he would attach a DCE to this Gengar, making it so that I can Corina for an enhanced hammer. But my opponent plays the Rosic, removes the Muscle Band from the Crobat. If he had removed the special energy from Hawlucha, I would have been pretty mad, I guess, but I could have gotten my last Muscle Band with Corina as well. So there's a KO on Gengar, pretty nice. No energy in play from my opponent other than this one, so I'm not really at risk of getting KO'd. He does top deck the Sycamore now though. Plays a Crushing Hammer, flips another Tails. See, it's like, I don't know, relying on cards like that, I really hate it. I really despise it. Touches the Mystery Energy though. So now, at this point, I can evolve Crobat, put damage on this Gengar, attach an energy to this Crobat. I will give my opponent two free cards, I guess. I can get Golbat here. Put 20 more damage on Gengar. That Gengar will probably be my Lysander target for a last KO. I can retreat, and I can either Birch or Corina. I think Corina to get a Versus Seeker out is the better play, because I guarantee. And once again, the damage from Wofed, or rather, he won't have any energy in play anymore. So I can skill dive for 100 damage thanks to the weakness, 2 cards to my opponent. That's perfectly fine. I have the Versus Seekers, which means I can AC this Crobat, recycle it, then have a Golbat for next turn, possibly even bench Lucario if I think I need to. I can take a KO on this Wofed by putting Crobat's damage on here. My opponent will Sycamore again though, wow. So yeah, he really wanted the Stadium. Another Tails on Crushing Hammer, so that's pretty lucky for me. That's definitely below average for my opponent. But it's what I was saying. Since it's a flip, there's no guarantee you will get it when you actually need it. And my opponent is whiffing a lot in terms of flips and all of that. Now I think I do want to take the KO straight away here. So I am going to AC my Crobat, heal it up, evolve to this Crobat, put 30 damage on here and take the KO on Wofed. Basically by doing this, I'm denying my opponent energy. And if he promotes a Gengar, and probably this one, and tries to attack, I do have a retaliation with Hawlucha to do a lot of damage. And 3 damage counters on my field won't really make a difference to me. So, skill dive, KO the Wob, give 2 cards to my opponent, that's perfectly fine. I am only waiting for a Lysander. See, next turn I can simply Corina for the Versus Seeker and do 30 damage on here. And next turn I can simply Lysander and take a KO on Gengar. My opponent does remove the strong energy. That's not terrible. He Shonas, and basically he can't draw 6 prizes, yeah, with 2 cards left in his deck. So no matter what, either by decking or by prizes, I had the win guaranteed there. So yeah, apparently when I speak Spanish, the deck runs terrible. When I speak English, the deck runs beautifully. And we managed to beat a purely psychic deck which I was very afraid of, definitely. I think it was very smart that I didn't play down any Lucario. And yeah, let's see what our second game of the day brings us. Now, some of you might have noticed I made the mistake by uploading the videos in the wrong order yesterday, so I'm sorry about that. Both videos for Monday and Tuesday were up by Monday, which is perfectly fine by me. I mean, doesn't really matter. I'm not it's not a big deal if you guys saw it first or whatever, but just wanted to let you guys know both videos were up since Monday. I do make mistakes. It's because the program I use to record the games doesn't name them. It just records the date and the time, and I simply dragged the wrong file onto YouTube to upload first. And okay, now we're up against another fighting deck here. I do get a lot of very nice things. So I will Karina for Hawlucha. I definitely expect an EX Pokemon of some sort here. And I will get the Professor's Letter. I can start putting damage on that Landorus, and my opponent didn't do much other than Professor's Letter, so I really doubt he's holding something in his hand. Now the question here is, do I go for Shaman or not? I don't think I do, because I might want to get a double Golbat next turn to KO this Landorus or something like that to get the win. We'll see though. Yeah, my opponent attaches an energy, so he obviously didn't top deck. I'm not going to waste time here. That's 60 damage, so all I need is a Golbat and a Muscle Band to win here. There's the Golbat, there's the Sneaky Bite, and with a Muscle Band I have the win here. So I will obviously be searching for another game, but because I am so competitive, I will not pass an opportunity to win a game like this. I mean, I could have not attached or whatever to see if my opponent did something else, but there's no point in showing that. The channel's focus is competitive. If you can take a win like that, take it. If that had been the first battle of the video, I would not have shown it. I would have simply started a new recording to try and get 2 full games, but since it's in the middle, I'll leave it there. I think the same thing happened on Monday and Tuesday actually. So hopefully we find a better game this time around. We're up against 4 types. There was Grass, Fairy, Lightning, and Psychic. So it's probably some sort of Vileplume Fairy deck, perhaps? We'll see though. If it's Vileplume and Fairy, the Psychic type could be Wofet? No. The Lightning could be Manectric. Oh, it's Night March. Never mind. Oh, it's Night March Vespiquen, so I was completely off. Absolutely completely off here. If I got a Muscle Band and a Strong Energy, I could get a KO on Pumpkaboo. That would be incredible. But I'm honestly not counting on it. I would have to give up on attaching an energy here, and if I don't draw an energy, I'm already playing a low enough count. I really doubt... Wow. Okay. So my opponent is using absolutely every card possible. Pretty weird here. Now, I'm very tempted. This is strange. That's a very strange deck. I don't think we're at risk of a Night March, so I'm not gonna overextend here. I will get a Hawlucha or another Lucario. No, I will get Hawlucha and I will get a Level Ball so that I can get a Zubat down. I wish I had a way to get 2 Zubats down this turn without overextending. I do have the option to Shaman I'm not entirely sure about the stadium situation, but I do want an extra card from Shaman. The Ultra Ball and the Muscle Band, that's pretty nice. So next turn I will KO Pumpkaboo with the Sneaky Bite. Question is, do I discard these two to get another Zubat down, or is that too much? I think it's fair to do that. So I am going to do it. I do have two pretty good cards for next turn. I do have the KO on Pumpkaboo next turn, and I will get an attack off on whatever he does promote. Probably plays Fairy Garden, I would imagine. Tons of ACs, but I don't know, this is really weird. Is he playing Xerneas just for the energy acceleration, or is he using Aromatisse? Because the point of using Aromatisse would be to cycle through big beefy attackers, but since he's not doing that, or rather since he's using Vespiquen Night March, I guess it's only for energy acceleration. My opponent just passes. Now this is a terrible top deck, I mean. But anyways, it happens. I get a KO, that's another. Well, that's not terrible actually, because I can AC Shaman back up. My opponent knows he's at risk of getting KO'd by Lucario, so I will simply do this and promote Hawlucha, and now I have the potential to get another energy. Yeah, that's great. That is absolutely great. Now here I can attach, I can level ball for another Zubat, and by using Corkscrew Smash, I will get an extra 2 cards and probably have the ability to play down 2 Golbats and a Crobat next turn, so I could potentially clean table next turn. There is that potential. 30 damage here, 20-20 on 1, and a KO on Lucario. Or 30 damage, 20-20, and KO with Lucario. So I could potentially take 3 prizes next turn. And I got the red card. So that's pretty cool. I do have the KO, actually. If... wow, okay. So I will check this out. 30 damage on Xerneas. Take the KO. I do have the win here, actually. Now I'm not sure if playing another game is worth it, because this will make the video perhaps... I don't know, we're in between. Oh, but I can AC as well. If I AC, yeah, AC guarantees. 2 Golbats could be priced, and I don't know that. So AC, play down the Golbats. Oh well, I do need the other Golbats anyways. Discard these 2. I don't want to red card. I knew the Golbat was there, I did see it. There's 20 more damage, there's another prize card. And there's a victory. So pretty nice. The deck played beautifully, absolutely beautifully. And yeah, I think that'll be all for today, guys. I've been recording for a while, so I'm gonna take a break. 3 games total in this video. 2 that were, well, just 1 that was really worth it. This last game showcased, I guess, the different moves you can pull off with the deck. The power of Crobat and damage counter placement, and correct damage counter placement. And yeah, that'll be all for today, guys. Don't forget to like the video if you can. I'll be very grateful. And that will be all. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for another couple of games, or 3 apparently, because I've been playing 3 in every video this week. See you guys tomorrow. Bye bye. Oh, and don't forget, the poll is now up on Facebook. I put it up Tuesday night, so that there's a guarantee you guys saw it on Wednesday, and you have Wednesday and Thursday to vote, so that I can start recording on Friday, especially because I will be leaving on Friday or rather the vote. Yeah, don't worry about that, guys. That's my worry. So just vote. Check out my Facebook page, give it a like if you haven't, and go vote for next week's deck. Bye bye.